Hi, this is Pastor Dean from Healing Hands of Jesus Ministries. Almost forgot there. How were you today? Sin, we're talking about sin all week long. Sin, why does God hate sin? Because he made us the crown of his creation. And when we get into sin, we always make a fool out of ourselves, and we always do things that we will regret later. And what happens is some of the blessings that God had in store for us are withheld because of our wanting to sin. I'm just going to give you a good example. King Herod, way back in the days of Jesus, he liked John the Baptist. He liked talking to him. And I kind of think John the Baptist was getting to him. Excuse me. I think he was converting him almost. Because it says here, Herod was greatly disturbed whenever he talked with John. But even so, he liked to listen to him. Well, anyway, King Herod had John in prison, and he had a party with a whole bunch of other kings and important people, and he got drunk. And his stepdaughter, Herodias, did a very sexy, dirty dance in front of King Herod and his guests. And King Herod, because he wasn't in his right mind, he was drunk with alcohol, said to Herodias, the stepdaughter who did the dance, "I'll give you anything you want for doing that kind of a dance." Well, he made a fool out of himself because the girl did a very sensual, sexy dance and pleased all the men at the party, and then it was time to pay. So he said to the girl, "You can have even up to half of my kingdom. What do you want?" So she goes to her mother, who was evil, and her mother, who was also named Herodias, said, "Ask for the head of John the Baptist." So she did. And King Herod was in a pickle because he promised her in front of all these other dignified people, these whoopee-whoops, that he would give her anything she wanted. So he was obligated to order the soldiers to go down and behead John the Baptist, which he did, which he regretted. Because he engaged in sin, he did something that he would regret for the rest of his life. That's why God hates sin, because sin will always entrap us. Sin will always embarrass us. Sin will always rob us from the blessings that God has in store for us. Read the Bible. Stay away from sin. And God will bless you beyond your expectations. He loves you. He wants to be proud of you. This is Pastor Dean. My wife Pina says hello, and she says I love you, and so do I. See you next time.